morning. This is day one of the Bass Race West. Everything has not gone according to plan. We've got a little cottage, a few things that make it a little bit tricky. Got down here a little bit late. Wind's blowing into my face, which I don't think will be a problem. It's not a good wind. I'm going to put a few lures out and give it a go. I'm not going to fish for too long today. I want to be back for breakfast. I've caught a lot of bass here in the past. It's always served me well. Got to be in it to win it. Start working this area with a seeker. Got a northeast wind blowing into my face, which is not ideal. The birds are working an area. As soon as I get near the birds, leg it, they keep coming back. See where those birds are there? Diving on something. I'm going to mark the beach there. Alright, no hit so far. Well, possibly one. I'm going to walk up here and work back casting. I wonder if the fish could be a little bit deeper. That's beautiful to be out here. 4 or 5 more days of bass fishing. Loads of different spots to fish. Just need to connect with a few bass. Got a single hook on it. It makes it a lot easier to hand land the bass. Hook could probably do with being sharpened. Oh, I got a bass on, I don't believe it. I slowed down the retrieve, just thinking, looking at the way the lure worked. And there we go. Bass on. On the seeker. And that is where I had a hit this morning. Come on, basser, basser. There you go. That's it. First bass from Dorset this year. Yeah, that bodes well. I slowed the retrieve down, which is scaring me a little bit because I've covered an awful lot of water with a faster retrieve. I just thought, I'll slow it down. First time I slow it down, I'll catch one. Right, 8 o'clock in the morning now. 1 bass, 3 hits. I don't think there's loads of bass around. Tide's a bit wrong, but it's still few. I think I need to get out a little bit further. I can see a boat out there trying to catch them. So there must be fish around this area. That's beautiful to be out. Yeah, I had a go with the old Savage Gear sand hill. No takers. Give it another half an hour, go and have breakfast. But first trip, first beach, bass, win. I don't think there's big bass around here. In fact, I've never had a big bass out of it, but I've always caught a bass. Right, I'm going to change the lure now. Got top water lures in there, but I don't think they can help me today. That's clever, even it opened itself. That's a lure I might have at Chuck. Pirate lure teaser. start it off with my old. These are a good lure if ever there was one. Interesting to see how this would go with the old sandhill. Really annoying when you put on a different lure and you just bang, you just straight into fish. You wasted an hour fishing a different type of lure. I don't change lures a lot, I won't lie. A couple of lures that you've got a lot of confidence in. The rod I'm using is an H2O Nebula. The reel, Daiwa BG. Second Nebula, as the last one went missing on the motorbike. I think the old travel rods are a much better investment than the two pieces, because these rods do break, and for a 4-piece rod it's going to be cheaper when you break it. That's my logic. Pirate lure teaser. Yeah, it casts alright. Fishing out on a cheb weight, tungsten cheb weight. I'm going to fish it a lot slower. This lure should cast like a nuke, and it does. To be fair, not a great deal further than the Seeker. Right, first trip this morning. I got up, I ended up arriving an hour or so later than planned due to incompetence on my part. But yeah, a great trip, went down the beach. Wasn't as many bass as I would have hoped, but I had about 3 or 4 hits, landed 1 bass. Yeah, bodes well. I was back by 9:30. Yeah, I was happy with that. As I turned up in the morning, I bumped into another bass angler leaving. Give me a funny look turning up at the time I did. But start as you mean to go on. This cottage is lovely. I've got my own room out the back to wash my gear in. And yeah, I've got a pub just over the road. All is good. Now we just need to concentrate on catching some more and bigger bass. And here I've got my own wet room to wash off my wading gear here. Perfect. And the kitchen. Beautiful evening. Doesn't seem to be many bass about. Someone had killed a good bass where I was, because there was loads of scales on the deck. So there must be some good ones around. First cast. First cast. Cormorant's working out there. Interesting. Yeah, I think we've got this right. Right. Looking pretty good this morning. Fishing a savage gear eel out there on a slow retrieve. Cormorants are in front of me today. And that tide's pulling. That should bode well. Can't believe I haven't had a bass here. I mean, tide's running brilliantly. Everything is saying bass. Yesterday morning I had several hits here. This morning, not a sausage. Mind you, I did have the wind coming into my face. There's a boat over there. He's trying to put a drift in here. This will probably be the last time I fish this bit. But I think I've given it a pretty good go. There was a lot of bass here. I would have caught them. I think we like Dorset. There's a lot of water. Right, Here we are on beach 2, on the second location. I had set the alarm for really early this morning, and I was going to ride down to another beach, but the weather was biblical. I just decided to go back to bed, wait for the rain to stop, and fish walking distance from where we were staying. And I haven't got a clue. Really, I think in these West Country beaches you need the wind in your face. And we have no wind, and the wind that we've got is northeasterly. Now they like southwesterlies down here, which we hate in Sussex. Southwesterlies just colour up and you have about a mile or two of cloudy, chalk coloured water. Whereas down here they don't have that, and it pushes the fish in. First day when I had a fish and a few takes, I had the wind in my face that day. Since then, nothing. I don't know if I believe that. I just had a bass hit me on a topwater. I won't lie, it wasn't a very big fish. But where there's one, there's usually more. I mean, that was actually quite small. Got a small seeker on. Come on. Quite spooky if I catch on this. I'm going to head up to that headland, I think, and work my way back. Oh my god, I've got a bass on. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Can you believe that? There you go. Yes! There we go, first bass on this beach. Second hit. I'm chuffed. Well, 2 hits, 1 bass. Considering I didn't actually go to the planned location this morning because of the weather, I decided to fish in front of me. I had a look at it last night. The wind conditions aren't favourable, so I thought there's no point in going on the motorbike. I'll just try and catch what's in front of me, and I have actually caught a bass. I'm well happy with that. White is the colour on any lure, I think, apart from a fish black minnow where green seems to be the vogue at the minute. Try another lure in a minute. I always like to start with top water and then work down. If you're going to catch on a top water, it's the best way to catch. I am a salt skimmer. Got my first bass on a top water on one of these. Near Beachy Head. A lot of confidence in this lure. I'm not convinced it casts any further than my small pachinko. This is a little bit, I think the pachinko puts off a bit more noise. I love the colour of this lure. Not that I think colour makes any difference on a top water lure. If they were all black, I think you'd find all white, you'd have exactly fish see a silhouette. Right, a nice little bit of some headland up here. I really would like to know if the tide's coming in or out. There is zero Wi-Fi. I don't think you need a lot of lures. In my bag I've got 2 boxes. One box I don't actually open, just got more like crankbait type things in it. And the other box that I open all the time, I've got few spoons, a few top waters. I turn it over and I got my rubbers. To be fair, that's the only one I need to bring. Head on up. Get on some drier rocks. The chances of slipping are slightly less. This is the sort of place where you break an H2O nebula. And I have. Finished those rods. I've never broken one on a fish. Broke one on a rock. Broke one riding a motorcycle. Oh, there's some fossils there. And managed to lose one riding a motorcycle not so long ago either. That was an expensive mistake. Oh, look at that fossil down there. Photo. Starting to look a bit more bassy, these marks now, in one respect. I'm going to head straight over here, but I'm glad I didn't. This is the best area, I think. I'm in the conditions. I've got the wind in my face. Bass is basically an eating machine. The only thing wrong with this is the tide's going out. Nice looking spot. Mind you, up here they're all nice looking spots. They really are. Can't believe there's not other bass anglers around here. Interesting bit. Last trip of the holiday. We've actually got here before it got light. We have an electrical storm to my left. And I thought I'd give it a quick go this morning because I've got to go for a drive back in the rain later. I've got to be a bit careful because I didn't actually bring a head torch. Don't know what the low light ability is, but here we go. Not sure if you'll see any of this. Right, these are the best conditions I've had all holiday. But no takers. The sun's coming up there. No bass. There's my pencil. Anyone's got any advice on lures to use in these sort of conditions, do let me know, because I'm not used to fishing them. It's quite enjoyable though. These conditions are bang on for me. Not for the bass though. Savage Gear pencil is a lovely lure to cast. I've not been successful on it, but I'm just thinking to myself, this rod and the Daiwa reel are ideal for this sort of fishing. I can throw on the motorbike with a lot of feel. That is the sun rising over there, over to the right of Golden Cap. It's beautiful, isn't it? Another thing I've worked out this morning in my infinite wisdom is I was about to be cut off if I went up there to where I caught the bass yesterday. So I'm going to double back on myself. Don't really want to be cut off at these sort of places. Yes. On the side of caution. Oh, that'd be interesting. I wonder what Scooby of this lure will work. It looks like an injured bait fish. Oh God, the hooks are bloody sharp. Can't remember the name of this one. A French robin. I was drawn to it. Not the cheapest lure. This lure is absolutely, looks so good. I mean, I'm yet to catch a fish on it, but it is beautiful looking lure. You can fish it. If it works just under the surface, which I really like, stop it, it comes straight back to the top. And that, to me, that looks like a stunned fish in the waves more than any other lure I've used. It doesn't cast particularly well. I don't even have the name on it. Oh, a Z claw. Looking up here where this arm comes out, there's a load of seagulls sitting there, loads of waves crashing in there. That's got to be bait fish, isn't it? Has to be. Got to fancy your chances. This lure looks awesome to me. Maybe not the fish. Jesus Christ. Bait fish everywhere in front of me. That is why I can't catch. It's just solid with bait fish. Alright, that's the end of this trip. I reckon there's just so many bait fish out there. I'm watching them on the surface. And I reckon it's absolutely solid with bait fish. Put that claw over it, put other lures over it, not a touch. Can't see bass hitting into them, so it wouldn't surprise me if they're not even there. But, yeah, absolutely solid with bait fish. Never mind. Hope you enjoyed my video. More of a holiday. Caught a couple of fish I didn't blank. Yeah, thoroughly good time, and hopefully I'll be back next year, the year after. Yeah, any comments, any advice on the lures I should be using in these conditions, do give me. It's not my neck of the woods. If you do think about liking, possibly subscribing. Anyway, cheers.